has two thumbs and is sick of Jeremiah Fisher. This girl. I am here today to recap the last two episodes of The Summer I Turned Pretty that have released. I'm a bit late on uploading these with everything going on. I have thought better late than never. And I'm on the floor today because I just don't feel like sitting in my chair. I'm just not feeling it right now. So I have taken a few notes, so if I am looking down a lot, that is why. There might be a little bit of stray mascara that has stayed in, because I'm getting back into makeup, and I just got back from the gym. Here we are. We are going to start with episode 5, which, as we've all seen, iconic scenes all around. Such a great day for Bonrad believers everywhere. And I think we have reached the best episode of season 3 thus far, with Conrad hanging out with Belly all day to help her with wedding planning, the peach scene, I'll get into all this later, flashback scenes. This all culminated into a stronger reason why Belly belongs with Conrad. The first thing that caught my eye with this episode is that it's told from Conrad's point of view, which was hinted at the end of the previous episode. We really get an insight into his inner turmoil with seeing Belly with his brother, and the thought of having to call her his sister-in-law forever. It's definitely scary. It's definitely creating tension, as we can see throughout the episode, you know? Belly is busy planning this wedding all by herself while Jeremiah is stuck at work throughout the week. There's a heated phone conversation that takes place between them where Belly's explaining that they'd have to downgrade the cake that Jeremiah wants in order to be able to afford it. He then goes on such an unnecessary tangent about how cacao is the bean. Nobody cares. This brings Belly into the most sour mood, like this whole conversation, and Conrad being Conrad, he wants to save the day and help her get whatever she needs, even though it is crippling him inside. He takes her to the store she wants to go to purchase wedding things, the whole Michael's aisle, the whole how Belly looks like the wife that dies at the beginning of the movie. Like that's how that whole scene is played out, you know. There eventually is a confession from Conrad to Belly about how he was fired from his job, explaining that he was distracted worrying about Steven, and he explains that that's why he's in Cousins. Just like bearing it all to her, you know. And to touch back on Jeremiah, his priorities are definitely not aligning, because after cheating on your girlfriend during spring break, I would think that you would grovel for longer than like 2 seconds. He did not grovel as long as I thought he would. Like, he should let Belly have whatever she wants and not make it about him after what he did. Conrad, chef's kiss. Conrad is such a husband this episode, with loading her things into the car, cleaning her mouth after she got so dirty with that freaking peach. Like, there's a cleaner way to eat a peach, but whatever. Helping her cook at home, spending that quality time together. Like, all of those activities are things that we have not seen with Jeremiah. Those scenes, like, where have they been? The inner dialogue Conrad has when he's like, how many dinners would we have had like this if I had just gotten myself together? And that's just heartbreaking. There is a moment where Belly points out Conrad's hero complex, but it's honestly the truth, because him being the older brother and that being his personality in general, he wants to be the one that hung the moon for Belly. He wants to be the hero to save the day always. Also, if you notice, this episode is titled Last Dance, and Belly and Jeremiah dance on the pier. Now, every single episode that has been put out this season has last as the first word, which insinuates that this dance is their last dance, while Conrad watches her longingly. So the episode finishes there, and we can see he is just beside himself with love for her, and he just cannot let her go, not even for Agnes. So yeah, since I'm combining both episode recaps into one video, we're gonna move on to episode 6, titled Last Name. Belly and Jeremiah start apartment hunting. Gosh, I would be a terrible actress if I'm just looking at my script the whole time. Oops. Yeah, so they're apartment hunting. Jeremiah's credit score becomes an apparent problem because he has a whole laundry list of problems. Adam, lovely Adam, takes the wedding into his own hands and decides to fund the entire thing at the country club, which Belly did not want. She just wanted something simple at the beach, right? She's starting to feel like the whole event is being taken out of her control, which is odd because she's the bride. And she feels like it's starting to feel like someone else's wedding. And there's a scene where she and Jeremiah are talking, and she mentions, like, I don't want to look out at a sea of strangers on our wedding day. And Jeremiah's like, no, you can look at me.
Ashley! Look at me!
stop the car right now. There's also another scene where Adam is in the car with Conrad and Jeremiah, and he, like, low-key just drops the bomb that Kaylee, his secretary, is going to assist with the wedding planning as well. And this sets off alarm bells in Conrad's head because he recalls the whole cheating scandal a few years ago with this woman. He makes a connection that she is the woman that Adam cheated on Susanna with. Later in the episode, Jeremiah secretly catches Kaylee and Adam talking in their office in a romantic manner. Seems like they're flirting. And then Conrad invites Laurel out to dinner, talking to her about the wedding and just persuading her, trying to convince her to participate, because up until this point, she has been not into it at all whatsoever. Because she wants her daughter to marry Conrad. He makes a comment about how he just wants Belly and Jeremiah to be happy, and then Laurel shoots back with, well, when do you get to be happy? You never put yourself first. And this just highlights how Conrad, and I think it's like eldest child syndrome, where he is always putting other people's feelings before his. And finally, the moment to top it all off, you already know what I'm going to talk about, Conrad's surfing injury. Belly comes home to a trail of blood in the house, and following it, she sees Conrad in the bathroom with a deep cut from the fin of his surfboard. She immediately starts to tend to his wounds, and it becomes romantic very quickly. Like, I almost felt like I had to look away because I'm like, am I interrupting something? You can cut the tension with a knife. Severe eye contact, and if Jeremiah hasn't lost Belly yet, he has now, definitely. There's no way to come back from that. Like, no. There is not an ounce of chemistry in the scenes with Belly and Jeremiah, not like it is with Conrad. Let's hope that next week Steve and Conrad find out that Jeremiah cheated, because, again, there is no coming back from that. Like, Jeremiah will go missing. That's how bad it's gonna be. Anyways, I feel like I've reached the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry I had to combine these two recaps. I've been so busy, I haven't had a dedicated time to record. I've been busy, adult things, unfortunately. So, yeah, I hope you all are keeping up with the drama. Let me know what you think about this show in the comments, because I'm eating it up every episode. Like, I just wish they didn't do the every Wednesday drop, because I'm like, I have no patience for that, if you know me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all so much. I might put out a vlog in the very near future, because I want to get into vlogging with, you know, my book niche and all that. So, yeah, thank you all so much. Bye.